preschoolers. Today we're reading a story called Love Monster and the Scary Something by Rachel Bright. Let me scooch this over so you can see our pictures a little better. Here's our title page, Love Monster and the Scary Something by Rachel Bright. It was way past bedtime o'clock in the Cutesville, and everyone was fast asleep. Look at all those little houses, all the lights are off. Everybody's asleep. Except one particular monster. Love Monster. You see, just like every night, he'd made a cup of hot milk with chocolate sprinkles and counted his way up the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. As usual, he'd read 15 and a half bedtime stories, closed his eyes, and snuggled tight with Teddy. But that night, the harder he tried to nod off, the awaker he was. And the later and darker and spookier it got. So, Love Monster lay and listened to the sounds of the shadowy night. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. What sound do you think that was? That was the clock. What sound do you think that was? That was the song of the wind in the leaves. Woo! 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 That was the Cutesville owls. Rustle, rustle, rustle. That was... Hold on. What? What was that? It sounded like something in the yard. Creak. Now it sounded like something downstairs. Bang! Arr! Oh no. He climbed under the comforter, his heart beating loud and fast. There was definitely something out there, and that something had definitely gotten in. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter, pitter-patter. Ooh, that sounded like the something had terrible, twisty toenails. Bump, bumpity, scruffle, scruffle, bump. Oh no, it sounded like the something with terrible, twisty toenails was coming up the stairs. Crunch, crunch, crunchity, crunch, eek. It sounded like the something with terrible, twisterly toenails had great, big teeth and sounded hungry. Suddenly, Love Monster could bear it no longer. Somehow, hiding from the something outside got harder than finding something brave inside. So he flung back the covers and flickered on the flashlight. Went to something. Look, what's that something? Is it a big monster with terrible twistly toenails? No, it's just a little bunny, isn't it? As it turns out, Love Monster hadn't been the only one. And he wasn't the only one. who couldn't sleep that night, who didn't want to be alone. So look, that little bunny couldn't fall asleep either. Look, there's the bunny's house. And the bunny is laying in its bed. So it got up out of its bed, it shut its door, bang. Remember the bang sound? Pitter patter, pitter patter. Was the bunny walking over to the stairs? He couldn't sleep, so he went to the love monster's. Creak, opened the door, bumpity bump up the stairs to the love monster's room. And he crunchy crunched from his little carrot he was eating. And as the tiniest, fluffiest bunny in Cutesville explained to his, I suppose, a bit Google-eyed friend, they both laughed and laughed until their tummies ached. And you know what? The dark just didn't seem that spooky anymore. You see, sometimes it's only when you're brave enough to face what you're afraid of that you find out there was nothing to be scared of after all. The end. What a nice story about that little love monster who was so scared, but then found out there was really nothing to be worried about, huh? Thanks for listening.